This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description.
Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be checking out the top 10 mobile games for both Android and iOS. If you're new here, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to get updates whenever we post. Mobile games have really come into their own in recent years, with tons of great new games released each and every month. The only issue is that Google Play Store is still a mess, so finding upcoming Android games can be an absolute nightmare. So here are 10 mobile games that will give you a run for your money. Let us begin with Demo 2. Its predecessor, Demo, is a piano rhythm game with a chilled vibe that still knows how to throw down a challenge. Since launch, over 10 million players have jumped in across iOS, Android, PS Vita, Nintendo Switch, and PS4. The rhythm gameplay of Demo 2 is similar to the original Demo gameplay, with some notable changes. The gameplay has visuals of water, rain, and sunlight as the background while notes fly down. A new addition to the rhythm gameplay are notes that the player holds, and the usual tap and slide notes are included as well. Other additions include tempo changes and different camera angles to broaden the difficulty level of the songs. One of these effects being the notes flying in an arc path. Torchlight Infinite. Torchlight Infinite is a mobile ARPG that features a highly flexible character building experience. Developer company XD will publish the game in Asia and took rights from Runic Games and Perfect World to develop the new title. Torchlight Infinite will have 3 heroes that you can enjoy playing with: Rihan, a pure magic skilled barbaric mage; Gemma, an ice and fire melee expert; and Carino will be the first ones to arrive in the game. 24 passive ability pools will be available with almost 60 abilities in each and 180 skills. Torchlight Infinite won't have any PvP mode. Developers have stated it clearly that they don't want to set strict limits on numbers to pursue a perfect balance. However, the game will have an optional team system for the players. A highly flexible auction system will be present in the future as said by the developers. A brand new story is going to be introduced before players to ensure a richer and fresher gaming experience. God Summoner. God's Summoner is an AFK and idle RPG themed on the mythological gods and demons from around the world, from Zeus and Apollo from Greece mythology to Thor and Loki from Nordic mythology, continuing on to Tathagata, Buddha and Monkey King from China mythology, and much more. The game system is mature. For PvE, the game has 8 modes including adventure, resources, dungeon, and trial system. The difficulty of these PvE gameplays is incremental, but they are also enriched with many interesting features to create better fun for our players. For PvP, the game has more than 3 PvP modes that will suit different players. As for the idle concept, players can enjoy the auto battle system and rich free resources. Final Fantasy VII: The First Soldier. The world of Final Fantasy VII is back, and this time it's in the palm of your hand. Last year, Square Enix made an official announcement of a surprise upgrade for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and now they've announced even a massive surprise: a mobile battle royale game that is set to take place in the world of Final Fantasy VII. The upcoming battle royale game announced by Square Enix has been named Final Fantasy VII: The First Soldier. This game will introduce new story elements surrounding the founding of Soldier, the elite super soldier group Cloud Strife came from, and are canon to the Final Fantasy VII universe. Minion Masters Remastered. Minion Masters Remastered is a fast-paced, strategic minion brawler card game where players can engage in epic 1 vs 1 or 2 vs 2 battles. The game offers to choose among many masters with unique abilities and collect fierce demons, cute creatures, devastating spells, and much more. Besides fighting, players will discover the legends of the Crystal Elves, Empyreans, Zenchi, and more. According to the playstyle of a player, they'll have to innovate new strategies to take down their opponents. The game is simple, but it is hard to master the decks. The fast-paced fights are intense if the opponent is strong and clever enough to throw a challenge. Shining Force: Heroes of Light and Darkness. Hive, a Japanese subsidiary of Korean video game company Vespa, has announced that it has successfully licensed the rights to develop its own Shining Force games. The developers also announced that they'll be bringing a new strategy RPG to mobile titled Shining Force: Heroes of Light and Darkness, and the game will focus on the Shining Force universe. The new Shining Force mobile game features a great deal of characters from all over the Shining series, mainly including Shining Force: The Legacy of Great Intention and Shining Force 2: Ancient Stealing. Contra Returns. The 1987 classic shooter Contra returns onto mobile platforms. Contra Returns is a free-play mobile game developed by Tencent Games in collaboration with Konami, which will get a global release soon. It is one of the most popular classic 30-year-old games, which is well known for its nefarious difficulty. Fans of the original Contra have little to worry about, as in terms of gameplay, the game plays identically to what you remember. The only difference is the addition of new playable characters and many new weapons for the player to use. Echoes of Mana. Trials of Mana is a 1995 JRPG which recently had a remake released under the same name for the PC, PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Switch. Square Enix has now confirmed that Trials of Mana, which would then be called Echoes of Mana on the mobile version, would be hitting mobile devices on the 15th of July 2021, with some minor adjustments for the platform. Aside from the main story mode, the game will also feature a multiplayer mode. It will allow players to wage war with their friends or against other players around the globe. Unlike Trials of Mana, Echoes of Mana will be a free-to-play game for mobile with some in-app purchases. Battlefield Mobile. Battlefield is a series of first-person shooters developed primarily by EA DICE and has been one of the longest-running video game series of the past few generations. With a gameplay similar to the regular Battlefield games for other consoles, not only did the Conquest mode make its way into the mobile game, but the look and feel of the Battlefield title is also there, with the HUD displaying your available weapons above your health, and the phone screen having various button options for reloading, firing, and switching your character stance. Experience the same wild situations and explosive spectacles Battlefield is famous for. Outrun a collapsing tower on your ATV, parachute off a building while firing a rocket launcher, or bury your enemies under the rubble of a building you destroyed with your tank. Every match is unforgettable. Frostpunk. Frostpunk is the first society survival game by 11-bit Studios. Playing as the leader of the last city on Earth, players need to run the city, allocate resources, solve social problems, and lead the city through the eternal winter. The game intends to perfectly bring this post-apocalyptic society survival experience to mobile. Being the ruler of the last city, Frostpunk assigns one a duty to manage its citizens and infrastructure. You might need to take hard decisions for the survival of society. When pushed to the breaking points, you might need to do impossible tasks. On mobile devices, Frostpunk will continue to explore the meaning of humanity. It will talk about where does it stand between life and death, which is basically the thin line which separates an organized society from an inhumane disorder. Being authentic to the original Frostpunk gameplay mechanics that players have gotten used to, Frostpunk Mobile will let players dive deeper into the post-apocalypse society survival experience. Frostpunk Mobile is also set to add new features such as roguelike adventure, law and guild, rare animal rescue station, and character development. Well, there you have it, 10 mobile games for you to look forward to in the coming year. Which game would you like to try next year? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section below.
If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.